Welcome to 5-Star Weekly. A surprise crown jewel has been announced at the training grounds, but is it tone deaf by the team? Getting all that and more coming up. Before we get into it, become part of the notification squad by hitting the bell next to the subscribe button on YouTube. Welcome to the show, 5-Star fam. I'm AJ, and Michael is out sick this week. Unfortunately, he and his family have been dealing with some sickness, and yes, keep them in your thoughts. They're really trying to get over it, but it just keeps cycling through. But definitely hope they all get better soon. Let's also give some major shouts out to our loyal Patreon fam, as always, notably Gavin, Jordan, Niall, Andrew, Chris, Nick, Jeff, and Kenneth. But yes, guys, it is time for the match review, and this segment is sponsored by Giant Sports Cards. This segment is brought to you by Giant Sports Cards. For passionate collectors of every level, from rookies to veterans, Giant Sports Cards is the modern-day sports card shop that celebrates your love of the game, because only Giant brings the fun, treats every customer like an MVP with their GOAT level of customer service, delivers a game-changing shopping experience through technologies and amenities such as their Ultimate Collector's Cave retail shop, and offers the hottest cards at the lowest prices. Make sure to use our code FANTV and get 10% off your order. Check out Giant Sports Cards today at giantsportscards.com. But yes, remember to use FANTV for 10% off your order. Use it today. But guys, yes, we drew 0-0 to DC United, and it was as drab of a game as it could have been. There really isn't much to write home about in this one. There's, maybe as far as a different look from the team. Yes, Saba played on the left, more so kind of a 4-2-4, it seemed like, instead of a 3-5-2 as it normally were. And Miggy was on the right. Less wingbacks, more fullbacks in this one, with Efrain Morales and also Luis Abram, kind of more the center back pair. And Efrain Morales definitely did a number on Christian Benteke, as he did last year as well. But essentially, he had to, because, Christian Benteke, he had a couple looks. He did look dangerous in some degrees, but it was just a very simplified game for DC United. They eschewed possession and essentially lumped it long, route one, and Benteke, he just kind of brought his teammates into the game, where they just bypassed their midfield. Pretty much, goalkeeper to Benteke, he lays it off, and delivery from out wide. It's as basic football as it gets, but for Atl Utd, it was a lot of possession, about 63%, something like that. But both teams pretty much ended with nearly, pretty much like 0.02 with XG. It was just anemic, like 0.02, 0.03, something like that for both teams. And it's just not good enough as far as anybody's concerned. You cannot win if you cannot score or even generate chances. And that we are bereft of immensely as a squad. And it really makes watching these games away really, really difficult. A lot of fans, I think rightfully so, they can just tune out because there's not much that is happening that, fans are missing, unfortunately, and that's damning. That is not something that, as far as the entertainment business, which is what this is, sports are entertainment, and they, at the basic level, are failing it. I mean, DC United in not great form. I mean, neither are we, but yeah, basically both teams just trudging along, and it's just no matter who's on the pitch. I mean, Emmanuel Atl up top, Jamal Tiare. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. I mean, basically every player, at least on the road, we just cannot score as far as Atlanta United is concerned. And, I think there's levels to this of what's wrong, but we've talked about it ad nauseum in our live post-match fan reactions after each game. And I mean, it's really much a lack of connectivity between the lines. Basically, no chemistry has been essentially, really cultivated for 20 games. And at this point, that is a large sample size where, a lot has to change. And, the players that are on the pitch basically have no connection with each other. No matter where they are on the pitch. And people can want to blame the coach as well, but the coach can only take it so far. The players on the pitch have to really kind of execute the message, and it just really seems like, besides the clean sheet in this match, which, yes, it's progress, but, I mean, Benteke, he was taken off early, but it was also he had not been playing lately. And so, he, at least as their danger man, he actually made them look a little bit, dangerous at times. But for us, where are the goals coming from? Where there's no regularity with it. We've been shut out so many times. And, yeah, it's kind of really, really bad. Not really kind of, but like extremely bad. Because, AJC, Doug Roberson, he tweeted out that Atl United has 3 shots or fewer on goal 11 times already this season. That's a franchise low, or the franchise low is 14 times. And yeah, that's, we've already surpassed totals from 2022, 2019, 2018, 2017. There's 14 matches remaining, and yeah, we really could break that record. I mean, this is definitely one of the worst Atl United sides that we have seen, if not the worst. But as far as I guess the positives is that Will Riley, he made his 3rd start of the season. He did look like a player that I think we would want to see more minutes from. As basically, we have other players like Efrain Morales and Noah Cobb that I think at this point get them more minutes, get them some some experience, and really try to see what they can give us as kind of the cheaper options moving forward, develop their game a bit, and see what we can take into next season. As why not play the homegrowns at this point? Because the higher priced players are not producing, and at the very least develop the squad and kind of play for the future a little bit. But we'll wrap a bow on this game. There's nothing happened. And essentially, we were able to keep a clean sheet for the 2nd time this season. Whoop-de-doo. It's just sad, really, at this point. But the next game is Toronto FC. We will have that preview later on for you in this episode. But let's get into the news. And AJC reports that goalkeeper Brad Guzan, he underwent successful surgery on Tuesday to repair a fractured cheekbone that he suffered in this previous match with Luis Abram. But yeah, it will not impact his availability for Toronto on Saturday. It seems like he will be okay. Whether he wears a mask or not, that's gonna be determined. But yeah, that'll be kind of crazy. But yeah, he definitely is a warrior. He, took that collision and right in the face, and he was able to continue. But yeah, it is, man. It's just it's a tough guy for sure. But yeah, next bit of news is that expansions to the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Training Ground are nearing completion. And on Wednesday, Atl United, they released an updated kind of rendering of one of the crown jewels that they kind of said in their news release at the Emory Healthcare Studio, where basically they're spending $23 million on the additions in totality, which are set to be done later this summer in Marietta, and it gets a major upgrade. But yeah, apparently the studio will be quote unquote a game changer for the club's content creation, enabling LA United's video and broadcast production staff to further immerse fans in the Five Stripes. And Emory Healthcare has basically the naming rights to the space and the club's official team healthcare provider, or as the health provider for LA United. But yeah, there will be 2 digital content studios along with the podcasting and esports spaces. And the partnership between the 2 organizations continues to prioritize innovation and gives the club unparalleled storytelling resources. But yeah, I think what's gonna be interesting is, yes, is this impacted from the club's profits, which very much are impacted by the season ticket sales, as well as game day sales. And well, fans are basically charged more every single year, and basically if that's paying for a new studio all shiny and whatnot, well, right now the fans are very much more concerned about the on-the-field product more so than off the field, where, yeah, essentially there's, yes, very good production value already for the content that they pump out, but, without regularity in winning, basically it won't really matter. Basically, there won't be anybody to watch it. So yeah, the main thing as well is that some fans have been saying online in the comments as well that 1, this is tone deaf. 2, that yeah, the resources maybe should be spent in other ways, where all this is nice and fancy. But I think the crux of it is, and the most important thing, is that the fans are expecting a winner. And this, kind of helps the optics of the team to a degree. But ultimately, if you can't roll out more basically happiness for the fans, a lot of people are already checking out. Like, there will be, again, very few people to actually watch the videos. So unveiling this at this time, I mean, probably is a step into the direction of maybe the World Cup next year, where they probably want to kind of be a little bit at the forefront, a little bit maybe as well let some of the kind of, I guess, broadcast teams come and use it a little bit. So it's all in the name of, kind of impressing the world a bit. But ultimately, I think the important thing, as many fans have pointed out, is that the team needs to prioritize getting it right, and maybe it's spending some money in the scouting, spending some money in recruiting the right people in order to get the team back to where it needs to be, which is near the top of the standings and winning trophies. But so as far as transfer rumors, there's a transfer rumor this week. According to Pipe Sierra in Colombia, a verbal agreement between Millonarios and LA United for Edwin Mosquera. Basically, there will be a loan after basically a medical, and it would be a 1-year loan with a purchase option. But I think as far as many fans are concerned, yes, Mosquera, 24 years old. I mean, not really factoring into many match days. He is free to leave. He is definitely surplus to requirements. Not good enough for a side that's 13th in the standings. Basically not seeing any minutes. Please go on and find that playing time in Colombia, where he has been homesick. He has been even sometimes basically adding Millonarios on social media. And so basically he is homesick. He is as well not wanting to be here. If he doesn't want to be here, then he can leave. It's basically that much is apparent. He's not a player for the future. And yeah, essentially, if you don't want to be here, we don't want you here. So next bit of news is Gabriel Heinze, a former head coach of ours. Of course, he was sacked after 6-7 months with us, but he is joining Arsenal, and he will be part of the coaching staff, a first team coach. But basically that was after Carlos Cuesta for Arsenal, or now formerly of Arsenal. He became the Parma head coach in Italy. But the 47-year-old, he played alongside Mikel Arteta at PSG. But Heinze definitely, this is relevant because, for me anyway, me being an Arsenal fan, I am extremely torn. Heinze, he is a Bielsa disciple. He will, I think, present some different viewpoints and a very fiery attitude, demeanor for Arsenal. It definitely is, very weird because obviously there was the water bottle gates, or just like water in general, and the training sessions where, of course, the Athletic reported that, and Fox Sports reported that, in order to simulate some game conditions, LA United players were not given water. But there's that, the everyday kind of what was pretty much said as kind of a poor attitude and working conditions. Basically, not exactly conditions where people around Heinze felt comfortable. His coworkers, basically people around the training grounds. So that alongside some of the other kind of things like that, kind of and plus basically 8 games without winning. At that point, one of the worst. I mean, it's only gone downhill from there. But I think from a tactics standpoint, Heinze, I think, provides some of that off the ball stuff for Arsenal that will, as far as pressing, as far as, I think from a, kind of forward moving kind of, I guess, standpoint where they will kind of gain at least someone that's, from the, I guess, hardworking aspects that Bielsa likes to kind of espouse in his philosophy. It will allow Arsenal to kind of at least implement some of those aspects that, maybe will complete kind of their game plan. But yeah, I guess from Atl United's standpoint, it is, at least Atl United fans' standpoint, that are both Atl United fans and Arsenal fans. It's definitely going to be a bit weird to see him on the sidelines because, I think, obviously we've seen Heinze kind of act wild on the sidelines. It will just be kind of strange to see two guys really just be really animated on the sidelines for Arsenal. But it would just be kind of comedic actually. But so I definitely hope the best for Heinze for my fandom's sake. But it is definitely a weird thing to see. But last bit of news, Atl Utd 2, they drew 0-0 against FC Cincinnati 2 on Wednesday at Fifth Third Bank Stadium, or Fifth Third Stadium rather. But they lost 4-3 in the penalty shootout, unfortunately. But so that is the news, and that gets us to the mailbag. And you guys send in these questions through IG Story and Discord. Please continue to do so, and we might answer your questions in the future. But first question comes from Winless in 5, 3 in ATL, I guess. It's kind of a difficult name on Discord to kind of decipher, but I think it's just Winless in 5. Is it even a possibility to get an away win this season? Well, we have the best chance of any this season, or just this next game rather for this season. So hopefully so. But greatest Luke Brennan fan says, how many more windows? I mean, it's looking at least 2 more windows, which, it pretty much brings us to the winter window. So, I mean, that's not the longest, but yeah, realistically, it's probably, at least 2, probably 3, maybe 4 to really get to where we need to be. But there's a lot of MLS parity, so, you never know. LA Galaxy won MLS Cup last year, and now they are the wooden spoon leaders, but we're not that far off, to be fair. Joseph, better than Carlos, he asks, or they ask, fan sentiment seems to be turning against Dyla. Should he be given more time? Well, yeah, I think as far as the vote of confidence, pretty much Henderson and Garth Lagerwey have pretty much, they've backed their man. I mean, as far as anything beyond that, essentially these away matches probably were not really going to get him fired. But I think if he loses all the games, the rest of this year, there might be a hard look at, keeping him or not. But, it's really tough to say that this is on Dyla, as we've had so many coaches pretty much fail at this. And, changing out another coach, especially bringing in another coach, which coach is going to want to come into this dumpster fire? I mean, it's just really going to be one of those really tough things. Dyla seems to want to do the job at the moment, and I think you give him a chance to turn it around. If not, then you see, I think maybe this time next year, unfortunately, that might be the more realistic time that the leash is cut short. But next question comes from Slightly Stupid. Is it time to tear it down and do a rebuild and see what some of the prospects can do? I mean, yeah, the players that are expendable, that are surplus to requirements, should be moved on either this window if we can get anybody to take any of the players, or these contracts are about to expire essentially. And so, yeah, basically after this season, there's, I think, 7 or 8 contracts expiring. You kind of just let them go. And really, basically from there, you'll have pretty much a lot of roster flexibility to be able to find some solutions. And yeah, no doubt it will be a rebuild for sure. But next question comes from Debbie Miller. Why is the coach not getting fired? Can we bring Valentino back? Like I just mentioned, basically, Dyla doesn't seem like he's going to be let go. He would basically have to, like I mentioned, he would have to throw tantrums. He would have to really be, just persona non grata, where, he just pissed off not only the employers but the fans. So I don't think that's going to happen so far. I think he's been pretty model professional as far as a head coach goes. But next question comes from Neve Thakur 10. What transfers positions does the club need to make in the offseason? I mean, basically, we need pretty much everybody. Our forwards aren't producing. Our midfield isn't producing. Defense looking very suspect. Brad Guzan is 40, and possibly could retire. There's a lot of roster spots that we need to fill. But I think the greatest need, since, yes, we did just bring in Inia Mahai, the Albanian center back that we discussed in the last episode. Yeah, you have one defender in there, but yes, a midfielder that can control proceedings and possibly as well get on the score sheet is definitely paramount. That is top of my list, to be able to connect the lines. But as well, I think, you probably need to figure out how to get the best out of Miggy, maybe move on Moranchuk. But also, possibly move on Miggy as well if it doesn't turn out to be, kind of where we and what we need. So, it depends on the type of football that we want to play and whoever is the coach, when we are going to make those moves. So, yep, it is going to be that. Patty Ice _14. Similar question. Is anyone at risk of being sold this transfer window who you think should be protected? I mean, pretty much everybody should be on the block. And yeah, as far as who should be protected, the homegrowns I think should be protected. Probably not going to be sold is Emmanuel Atl Utd. But yeah, I think pretty much everybody else, it's fair game. Yeah, if they can extract value and open up some salary space, then I think we should. But that is the mailbag, and let's get into the match preview. And 7:30, July 12th, versus Toronto FC at BMO Fields. Not exactly a very happy hunting ground for us, but yeah, it'll be 13th place Toronto with a -5 goal difference versus, or 14th place rather, -5 goal difference Toronto versus 13th Atlanta United with a -15 goal difference. That has actually, obviously been exacerbated with our blowout losses recently. But yeah, Toronto not that bad in some senses defensively. But yes, last match, unfortunately, they lost 3-1 to NYCFC. We last played Toronto FC to a 2-1 win on June 30th in 2024. But yeah, as far as the last 6, 2 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws. Basically, even across the board, it will pretty much, one of those things is going to jump to a 3. But yeah, it'll remain to be seen. But yeah, this club, this Toronto FC, they pretty much just got rid of Federico Bernardeschi and also Lorenzo Insigne. Both players had their contracts terminated, basically not having a good time down there in the standings. And yeah, the just pretty much everything is going wrong for them just as well. Defense, they're kind of old and slow. I mean, yeah, the midfield kind of lacks that creativity, and basically, yeah, both of their DPs that are their Italian guys have both been let go. So, along with the last transfer window, Shane O'Neill, Prince Owusu, basically, those two guys have been also let go. They brought in Ola Brynhildsen and Theo Corbeau, or Corbinu, but basically they haven't really done that much except for Robin Fraser, their new head coach, pretty much inheriting this dumpster fire. But yes, the predictions around the league, they had them finishing pretty much right where they are, which is 14th, 15th, as high as 12th. But that's the ceiling, pretty much. That at least pundits said. They, of course, missed the playoffs last season as well. They were 11th in the Eastern Conference. But yeah, this team, pretty much, they're, as far as now, not really great at much anymore, because both of their DPs are not there, but they are good at protecting the lead if they do get one. Yeah, they are very much a counter-attacking side. They are not very good at keeping possession of the ball, kind of defending as far as set pieces, as far as through balls in behind. Not that great. So, if we can find some way to maybe exploit those weaknesses on set pieces, maybe from corners, maybe from free kicks, but also, us hopefully trying to do something with the ball and being incisive. I think that's really where we can try and hurt them if we are able to muster up some chances. This is the peril, because again, BMO Field, not exactly a happy hunting ground. But according to Bet365, the odds, the home team with a 39.2% chance of winning, a draw at 29.4%, and an away win at 38%. So, yeah, somehow Toronto still edge it out with that, which probably does make sense, actually. But yes, let's get into the unavailable players for this match. Most likely anyway, Josh Cohen with his adductor is still out. Stian Gregerson with his quadriceps is still out. Derek Williams is out as well, very likely. And of course, Jay Fortune is out for this season. But let's get into our predicted starting 11. So yeah, Guzan probably and likely able to play on Saturday. I don't think that we would try to take a chance on Jaden Hibbert in this match. But if there was a match, this would be it. But I think I see Guzan playing. As far as if we go with a 4-man back line or a 3-man back line, I think we play pretty similar to our last match, where essentially I think we will see, probably Lennon, Morales, Abram, Amador, with Saba on the left, Miggy on the right, with Click, Riley, and Moranchuk in midfield, and Emmanuel Latelat up top. So, probably something similar to that. I mean, I think as far as getting as many attackers in this match, I think we should, and that's probably the best way that we do with our most kind of attacking options. So, yeah, I don't think we need to probably worry too hard about getting scored on per se, but yeah, I think us being able to keep a clean sheet in this last match, probably that was, I think there's a similarity in this match as well, as they're probably going to be pretty toothless. Hopefully we can maybe do that. Maybe we can get our first away win in a match this season. And that gets us to our score prediction. I think we do. Guys, I think we have a 1-0 win. And we have a clean sheet. It's crazy, I know. It's I probably sound absolutely insane, but I think we finally get our first away win of the season. And what a time it would be to get it, because this is the team that you should absolutely be doing it. If you can't beat the team that's beneath you in the standings, and we are already very, very low in the dregs of the standings, then yeah, this team is hopeless. So hopefully we do. I think we do. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. But guys, that is the episode there and there, except for the question of the day. And the question of the day is, what do you think of the timing of the new studio at the training grounds? I mean, it's, yeah, there's some people saying it's just really bad timing. Maybe announce it at a different time. Maybe announce it when it's finished. But yeah, either way, people are kind of equating that a little bit to whether rightfully or not, maybe it is tied in with the season tickets and the prices, and maybe it's straight up coming from Arthur Blank. But either way, the money goes to Arthur Blank, so it basically does pretty much come from us. So it is that where, yeah, what do you guys think of the timing? But let us know in the comments below. Looking forward to what you have to say. But guys, that is the episode. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I've been AJ. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.